What's up, guys? Welcome to this exhalation. Nestor Adriansen here again. Guys, today we're going to learn a really nice tip. We're going to learn about what if parameters in Power BI Desktop. As you guys can see here, parameters enable the consumers of reports to interact with different scenarios that you create in your reports. So basically here, if you change something, so what could happen with the final outcome, right? If you make a change here, what could happen here? If you make a change over there, so what could happen with the final outcome? So that's the main idea. If you guys want to learn more about what if parameters, you can check this link right here. So now let's jump into Power BI Desktop and let's put this into practice, okay? Okay, so here we are in Power BI Desktop. If you guys are following my tutorials, this is my previous tutorial. It was about rolling averages in Power BI Desktop. So I have this report. Let me walk you through the analysis that we performed last time, okay? So here we have basically three different tables. We have the dates table or calendar table. We also have a claims table, and we also have a DAX measures table. So basically here, we store every single measure here, right? So that's the idea. For rolling average here, I created a few measures. And of course, you guys can see right here, 7-day premium rolling average. Let me expand this a little bit. There you go. So here you guys are seeing 7-day premium rolling average and also 12-month premium rolling averages, right? What could happen if I want to have a 14-day premium rolling average, or maybe a 21 rolling average, or perhaps a 28 rolling average, right? So do I need to create more measures? I mean, that's a fair idea as well, but we can create a parameter that we can use in every single measure if we want. So let's do this. And let me show you what I'm talking about here, okay? So let's go to the modeling tab real quick. And if you guys can see here, there is a option called new parameter. So let's click this option real quick. It's right there. And now we can give this a name. So let's call this dynamic rolling average. Data type is going to be whole number minimum. So let's say 7 days and maximum 28 days. And the increment is going to be just 7. And by default, we're going to have here 7 as well. So this is what we need to fill out here. And now let's accept these changes, okay? There you go. It's loading. As you guys can see, quickly, right here, there is a slicer. And also on the right side of your computer, you guys can see a new table called dynamic rolling average. This is the table that we just created. So automatically you can see the slicer here. You can delete it if you don't want, but let's keep it for the exercise, okay? So we can rearrange this a little bit better. So, and we also have a measure here. It's called dynamic rolling average value. So how do we use this then? Okay, so let's jump into this measure right here. In order to make this work, the first thing that we want to do is identify the number of days. In this case, the number of days is right here. It's part of the dates input DAX function. It's right there. And then we're going to replace this with the measure that is part of the parameter that we just created. So let's delete this real quick. Let's type dynamic rolling average. It's right there. So we need that value there, okay? Let's select that one. It's right there. Perfect. And that's all that we need to do. And basically here, let's accept these changes, okay? And let's see what happens. All right, seems like it's working fine. Let's see. Let's remove these filters right here. So this is a slicer, right? This is part of the parameter that we just created. So by default, this should be 7 days. So how about if we want to move to 14 days? It's right there. See right there, it's changing, right? So how about 21 days? Boom. So how about 28 days? Boom. So that's how it works, guys. So basically here, by creating parameters, we can make a measure dynamic. So for this particular case, we can have 7-day, 14-day, 21-day, or 28-day premium rolling average. So as you guys can see here, we can create dynamic measures, and we don't have to create multiple measures, right? We can just have one measure, and then we can include a parameter there, and that's it. That's how it works. So what do you guys think? This is an awesome tool, guys. Please use it. There are different scenarios, and for this particular case, it worked perfectly. So now let's jump into our presentation real quick. There you go. This was quick. If you found this content very helpful, please give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, and of course, don't forget to subscribe because you don't want to miss anything. Thank you guys, and see you in my next tutorial.